23rd. Did y'all sleep good? I slept pretty good. But I'm still tired. You know how you wake up tired? I told y'all these 5 days is coming at me. Roll up these windows to keep me out. Let me tell y'all something. If it's one word that I don't need to hear anymore this year, it's going to be the word billions and billions and billions and billions. I mean, come on. Seriously. I'm just trying to be a thousandaire at this point. You know? Just give me a couple of hundred. But Jesus, I don't need to hear the word billions and billions and like, come on, y'all not tired of saying that? Stop. Stop. Jesus. Ticking me off. So once again, I'm in traffic and not on the highway. 7:34. And I'll say it again. I'll say it every single time. I designate an hour to drive. I don't know. That's all I can do. If I'm late after, then it just is what it is. That's it. I don't have much to say. I'm so exhausted. By the time dates become, by the time Wednesday come, I don't know if I'll never get used to. I'm not a morning person. I won't say person, but like, I'm the kind of person that can sleep in. I don't need to get up at 5:30 and just start my day. No. I start my day when I finally get up. So, they don't show me who's watching. I just will see. Only sometimes I can see who the person is. I don't know. But, good morning to whoever is looking. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm trying not to have the tired face. But, I'm tired. But like I said, Friday can't be here soon enough because I'm off. And I'm going to let Sophia take the bus. Because the Netherlands, on Friday, Sophia going to take the bus. That way I don't have to get in the car and take her somewhere. She can take the bus to school. But yeah. So, I wanted to ask y'all, did y'all watch the movie Wicked? Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not interested in this story. Unless, of course, I should be. So please let me know if I should see this movie. Sophia wants to see it. And I don't have 2 hours. I keep telling y'all how I don't have time. I don't have time for anything. I'm always talking about I don't have time. I don't have a minute to spare, okay? I don't want to see this movie. I don't know why this is a movie. I don't know why this is a story. I don't know if I believe that Eveline had a story that I need to know about. I mean, she was definitely a slave master in The Wiz. And, they flushed her down the toilet. And so I don't understand why I need to know her backstory and how she became, evil? I don't know. I mean, that's the story I know. How she became evil, I'm not sure. But the question is, do I need to go watch Wicked? So, do I need to sacrifice? If I watch Wicked, then Sophia gonna have to watch Sinners. I think that's a good trade-off. Yeah, we both could be annoyed and wanting to cover our eyes. We both can do that. So she said, can we watch it this weekend? I'm like, oh my God. I don't have 2 hours. But, I might pop some popcorn. And that'll be, some time I could spend with her that ain't going to cost me no money. Pop some popcorn and just be annoyed for 2 hours. I could do that. And then, because, I can spend money if I go see Sinners this weekend. Which I only plan to do. I got to do some research. And see, are they letting the kids accidentally watch it? Have y'all been shopping at Target? Or y'all boycotting? Or y'all don't care? Which y'all deal with Target? I haven't been to Target since January. I realized that I wasn't a big Target like consumer anyway. The only time I really started going to Target was when they started the collaborations with the fashion collective that they were doing. especially with the black creators and designers. When Target started doing that, that's when I was like, okay, I could go in Target and see what's going on. Listen, Target doesn't have a lot of, like Walmart, as we know, has more things than Target. Target has cuter things than Walmart. But Target costs like 50 cents to $1 more. And y'all already know I can't pay the $5. No. But yeah, so Target, I think I already talked about this, but Target went and got Al Sharpton like this was the 80s, like it was 1987. Like it was the Rainbow Coalition or something. You know, they thought he still had his Jerry curl. They didn't know. They didn't know. They did not know that Al Sharpton don't have the Jerry curl no more. Target, Al Sharpton can't make me go to no damn store. Okay, it's not gonna happen. But listen, none of my black leaders right now can make me go to Target. I can't be convinced. I don't want to go because as soon as the DEI was over, it was almost like Target took a deep breath. They were so happy. They immediately was like, hell yeah, get rid of this shit. And I said, well, okay. I'm glad I wasn't going anyway, but now I'm really not going. And what Target is failing to realize right now is I don't have anything that other stores don't have. I mean, I could go to Home Goods and get what's in Target. And I could find that in the Home Goods clearance aisle. You know what I mean? Just spend a little bit of time in there and you'll be good. Home Goods, Target, Ross. I mean, not Target. Home Goods, Ross, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx got the same things Target got. I don't need to go to Target. So Target can kick rocks. You know, if they go bankrupt, those are the breaks. You know, it's a part of, you know, you got to be willing to pay the price for the things that you want. You know, don't want people there. And don't worry about it. People will not be there. So, you know, ain't no amount of begging that Target can do that's going to make me spend my money with them. So, I don't give a damn. But, yeah, so, he's like, Target, okay, I'm finally going to make it to the highway. Let me see, 7:39. So, I might get to work on time, you know. It was real quiet when I walked in yesterday. And they ain't say nothing good because I don't have anything to say either. Oh well. Come in, put my music on, and then decompress for an hour. And then I might stop and then start working. But yeah. So I'm about to be on the highway portion. I'm so tired, y'all. Oh my God. I'm so exhausted. I can't lie. You know I already put in for next week for me to be off next week. Oh, the AC on. I had to put it. I put in Thursday and Friday because I'm gonna go to. I'm going back to my school. I have been an alumni of Livingstone College for 25 years, y'all. So I will be going to the silver ceremony. Well, that's the plan. Let me not say I will be going. I will. The plan is for me to be going. Anything can happen between now and that day, but the plan is for me to be going to that. I have my cap and gown on the way, allegedly, because I had not received it, and I was getting a little worried, you know what I mean? Because I know you're supposed to put stuff on there and things like on your gown or whatever. So, but either way, you know, whether I can truly make it or not, doesn't stop me from being an alumni for 25 years. I can't even believe it. 25 years. I graduated 25 years ago. But yeah, so that's exciting either way. But that's the plan. But yeah, so I already had put my time in yesterday for next week, whatever the hell it is. What is it? Anyway, I don't know. But the point is, I put my leave in for those days, and needless to say, if the good Lord sees fit that I and grants me traveling mercies, I will be celebrating. And for any other reason that I can't go, trust and believe I still will not be at work those 2 days. I will not go to work anyway, just because my original plan falls through. So that Thursday and Friday I'm off, I'm gonna be off regardless. Because what do I keep telling y'all every day? I don't have time. I don't have 5 days. I ain't got it in me. So I got to do whatever I can to get this schedule adjusted. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Jesus. Nelly, you get on my nerves. is that? This is was twerking for Donald Trump. I can't even be bothered. I can't be bothered with Nelly. I mean, there's so many people I can't be bothered with, you know, but Nelly's ticking me off. So when I hear him on a radio or anything, I'll be like, no, I don't want to hear it. There's a lot of people that just immediately get on my nerves as soon as their music comes on. I'll be like, no thanks. I love the whispers. Oh my God. In the mood is on right now. Y'all be forcing Sophia. I be listening to Sirius XM every time we get in the car. She be wanting me to put on Kids Bop. No, ma'am. I can't do that. I can't be listening to Kids Bop. Like, no. Not while I'm driving. While I'm driving, I need to, you know, listen to what I want to hear. And what do I want to hear? I want to hear Soul Town. I want to hear The Groove. I want to hear Silk 330. I want to hear Heart and Soul. Yeah, I'm hashtag older. I need to listen to all that music because it's real good. Jamming, okay? But yeah, don't say the word billions to me, okay? I don't even really want to hear millions that much, but I definitely don't want to hear the word billions and billions, billions and billions. Where is the money? Where is the money? If it's billions, I just need a couple of stacks. I'm not asking for a lot. I am not asking for a lot. These people got so much money, they could be out here ending world hunger, homelessness. It's like pick a struggle, and y'all can end this. Y'all can end one of these struggles if you like, but they do not like. They definitely try to make it be the haves and the have-nots across the board. Across the board. They like, we need the whites to be poor, we need the blacks to be poor, we need the Chinese, we need not the Chinese, but the Asian people to be poor, we need y'all to be poor, okay? So that we can say what we want to say, and then y'all don't have a choice, you know? You have to take whatever job is available to you, and things like that. That's why I'm pro get the hell out the country, because, not me, girl. No thanks, I'm good. I will go without a job before I work for $2 an hour. I'm not getting ready to. Let me tell y'all. I saw. Did y'all see that that job announcement that came out talking about we need people to come pick these for picking in Louisiana? No, thank you. Listen, I will go without guacamole, oranges. Listen, I'm gonna finally lose that pesky 15 pounds messing with America, because I already got eggs off the menu, okay? And then I went to the store. I saw a mango. They want $3 for a mango. I said mangoes are off the menu. I can't have mangoes. I can't have eggs. So that pesky 15 pounds I've been dying to lose, America gonna make me lose it, because I can't pay the $5. I'm not paying $3 for a mango. No. You know, if I really want a mango, you know what I'll do? I'll just go to the store and eat it while I shop. You know what I mean? And that's how I'll get my fill. That's how I'm going to choose to get my fill of certain things. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't like to make a lot of excuses for myself. Things are what they are when it comes to me. But yeah, go down to the farmer's market and, you know, make you a purchase. If you get too poor, you go down to the farmer's market, or you go down to one of those little malls or whatever, and go around and get you some samples. You'll be okay. You'll get you a couple of calories in you. You'll be okay. You know what I mean? And you can move along. I mean, that's my suggestion. Because, God, Lord, please don't ever let push come to shove. But that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay? I'll be down to the farmer's market like, oh, this apple looks good. I just want to test it out before I buy it to make sure. But I'm not paying $5 for an apple. That's not happening. Okay? That's not happening. Oh, Jesus. Y'all paying y'all student loans, or y'all gonna let them garnish our wages? What y'all gonna do? That administration, listen, they said, look, we need all the money. We need your taxes, okay? We need your taxes. We need your Social Security. We need your Medicaid. We need your Medicare. We need your snaps. We need it. No snaps. They said, and now I'm going to need that student loan money back. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to need the Social Security benefits. I'm going to need to look at your check. I'm going to need to garnish that. Yeah, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. They are literally like robbing us. You know what I mean? At gunpoint. You know what I mean? At the portion point. It's like you about to be deported. What did I say? Deportation? At the point of deportation, it's giving, give it up, hands up, on the ground. Get on the ground. I need your money. Ooh, cha. They coming for us, baby. They said we need y'all. Whatever money you think you made, I'm gonna need that. You got 401k? Come up off that. Come up off that. All these people with all this money, ain't nobody robbed them yet at gunpoint. I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand. You know what I mean? Like, how come ain't nobody actually robbing these people? I'm trying not to say the N-word and the F-bomb, even though I love saying the N-word and the F-bomb. I love cussing, y'all, and carrying on. Woo! You know how people be like, oh, you should stop cursing. You should mind your business. You should not worry about what I'm saying. You should stop cursing. It's always me trying to let people know you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay? I can do whatever I want. Look at the police behind me. Let me see. Is that a state trooper? Yeah. Look. Georgia State Patrol. But yeah. See where am I? Alright. I might be more. I won't be as big as I was yesterday, so that's good. Oh, Jesus. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm exhausted. Oh my God, y'all. What is going on with Shannon Sharpe? Let me tell you something. Remember when Shannon Sharpe supposedly, like, sir, at no point was you mistakenly on live. That's like me mistakenly being on live right now. The lie. It's always the lies for me. People don't understand how the truth will do. It's just easier that way. I know you feel personal shame when you have to tell the truth. I get it. I understand. But I would never co-sign off on that. You know what I mean? If you don't want to tell the truth, then shut the hell up. That's the easier thing to do. You don't have to volunteer a lot. Because trust and believe, I'm taking notes. I know I talk a lot, but I listen a lot too. And baby, the reference point, I be in my book like, this day right here is when you said this. Now, until that gets addressed, we're not going to talk about nothing else until that gets addressed. Because what you're not going to do is gaslight me. Why I don't like to be gaslit? Why you don't like to be gaslit? Right? Making me think I'm crazy. Ain't going to make me question my damn reality. I know what I heard. I know what I heard. I know what was said. And I know what the intent was behind it. You know what I mean? Regardless of what you saying your intent is, the impact is what matters, and a lot of people don't realize that. I don't give a damn if you didn't intend to hurt me. You did, goddammit. And now I'm hurt, or whatever. That's what we need to deal with. If you really didn't intend it, then you would be willing to say more than, that just wasn't my intention. Okay, well then, details. Discuss and describe where you was really coming from, if that's true. If it's not true, once again, it's not necessary to volunteer a lie when you can just shut the hell up. But, am I right or am I right? But that's just how I see it. But yeah, Shannon Sharpe, the same way you was down to the live, acting like you was humping on somebody named Michelle. And let me tell you something. Sirius XM keeps on playing Luther Vandross for my Michelle, and every time I hear it, I be so mad. I be crying, laughing, and then I immediately turn the channel. I'm not listening to my Michelle after Shannon Sharpe got down to the internet and acted like he was having sex. Sir, you were not having sex with nobody, okay? You're not going to beat the allegations. Okay? That's the bottom line. You're not beating the allegations. You were not doing nothing with nobody named Michelle or whatever the hell you thought you was doing. First of all, it was just so performative. Negro, please. Okay? Ticking me the hell off. But what's going on with him and the girl right now? Based on what I'm seeing, yeah, both of them are telling the truth. Both of them are telling the truth. It's almost like, you know, the Kobe scenario in a way, right? Rest in peace to my guy, Kobe Bryant. But remember when the girl was accusing Kobe? And what nobody wants to admit that happened there is they were both consenting adults until it got a little rough up in there. Okay? Kobe was in there turning that girl every which way but loose. And she was like, calm down. And he was like, no. He ain't say no. He just, you know, performed no. And, you know, unfortunately, in those kind of scenarios, when we talk about SA, you know, people don't realize that just because you didn't start screaming, yelling, calling the cops, and just turning it into, like, you know what I mean? Like, really ODing. Just because you didn't do that doesn't mean you wasn't SA. Just because, like, that's like the Bill Cosby thing. Just because I was there to sniff coke and get humped down to the ground. I'm trying not to cuss so bad on my lives with y'all. I'm trying to care about how y'all might think about it in a way. But Lord knows, you know, I got a real bad potty mouth, as they say. But yeah, you know, Bill Cosby done called you to his room, said, come on over here. We gonna get high. And we gonna get some humping going on. And you like, oh, yes. I mean, it's Bill Cosby. You a groupie. That's fine. That's totally fine. What you're not expecting is to go over there, come upstairs, get something put in your drink. You wake up, okay, butterball naked, peanut butter spray all up and down your body, okay, your booty hole and your ear hole, plus your nose hurt. Hold up. What was you doing to me, sir? See, that's what people want to make it seem like, oh, you went up there. Yeah, I went up there to get high and to get humped. I didn't go up there to fall asleep, to not know what the hell going on. I was there to have the experience. I was not there for whatever the hell I ended up being there for. Okay? That's the part I don't like. So Shannon Sharpe, yeah, you and that girl, both of y'all are telling the truth. Okay? You was going to choke the hell out of her, and you did do her in the butt real hard. You did. That happened. All of those things happened. Yeah. So let's not waste any more time. Just pay up the money, you know what I mean? And to be honest, if you shut the hell up about it, eventually we'll shut up. I mean, we won't ever forget, but it won't be in the new, you know, it won't have to be in a news cycle the way it is right now. Just pay. Pay the $5, Shannon. Pay the $5 and keep it moving. Because both of those things, everything that you said happened, and everything that she said happened. The problem is, if you would have just paid from the jump, maybe none of this would be happening at all. What people fail to realize is you wanna indulge in certain kind of behavior, you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay. It's a high price to pay for me to shut the hell up. And if you don't want to pay the $5, then you have to realize, like, hey, you know, this information might come out. Now, is it wrong? I guess it depends on who you asking, you know. But let's not get into morals, right? Let's not try to bring morals into a scenario where morals didn't count when we was making the plans to do what we were doing. Okay? Because nobody want to hear all that. Now everybody want to be the moral majority. Whether, yeah, that's not right. Okay, a lot of shit ain't right. Things are what they are. That's your starting point. Just accepting that things are what they are, and then make a plan and deal with whatever that is from that point. But spending time talking about whether things should be a certain way and that's just not right. Yeah. Like my mother used to tell me. Tell it to the Marines. Tell it to the Marines, because I ain't trying to hear that shit. Don't nobody want to hear a preparatory speech about what's right and wrong when you was down to the ground participating in the mess. It is what it is. And things are what they are until there's something else. Shannon, pay the money and go. Pay the money and go. See, Diddy should have paid the money and go and went. He should have paid. And now the price that he really should be paying, he's paying. Too bad, so sad. Too bad, so sad. These men been running them up for centuries, and the chickens are coming home to roost. It just is what it is. And you know, people say like, oh, you know, you shouldn't have to pay for something you did 30 years ago. I mean, I guess that depends on who you asking. The fact of the matter is it true? Did you do what you did 30 years ago? Because you could choose to live in your mind from 30 years ago when you couldn't get in trouble, when nobody knew, when it wasn't a camera or anything like that watching your every move. I need everybody to update their system, update your cloud, and realize that this ain't back in the day where you didn't get in trouble, nobody said anything. This is 2025 where you do get in trouble. You do get in trouble. Somebody can ruin your career. Now, if your record is clean, nobody's asking for perfection. It's just that it's like if you was running them up, raping people down to the ground, knocking people over the head, robbing folks, and that information comes back up, the fact is it true or not? Did you do it or not? I could tell my story anytime I want to tell it. Every time I want to tell it. Why are you talking about it now? Because I can. The same way you want to talk about people that died around you, you want to start crying about that? Okay, good. You can tell that story, and I can tell my story. If something happened to me, I can tell that story the day it happens, and I can tell that story 30 years later if I want to. You can't control nobody but yourself. You could be mad. You could legitimately be upset, but you could legitimately go to hell too. You could go straight to hell, because if the story is true, a person can tell their story anytime they get good and goddamn ready. Or they could never tell it. They could tell it every day. You don't get to control that. If you did something to somebody, that makes that scenario in their life true. And at any point that they feel like they want to spill that, they can. Whether they spill it to their family, friends, or the media. And you being the moral majority, why are you talking about it now? Because I can. Because it's a part of my story. Because I can tell my story anytime I want to. And I want to keep stressing that with people, because people really think they want to shame you down to the ground about having a story in the first place to tell that's horrific. If you have a story to tell that's horrific, you can tell it anytime you want. And you can tell it to whoever you want to anytime. I can go to the cops now. I can go to the cops in 10 years. Is it true? Did you do it? Did you? Okay. So, yeah. Why did I wait? Because I can. Because I can tell my story whenever I want. Because my story is going to be true no matter when I tell it. You just want to ruin somebody's career. Maybe. Am I in a position to ruin your career? Am I in a position to ruin your career? Okay, so let's deal with whose fault that is. Let's deal with how that story started before we deal with whether or not I told it. Before we deal with who I told. Before we deal with what's going to happen to you if I tell it. Let's talk about why the hell was I in that scenario from the beginning. Why? Because you're not perfect and things happen and it was a different time. Yeah. Now it's a different time too. It was a different time then, just like it's a different time now. This can't be explained away. No, to me, you can't come up with no reason why, if somebody's telling on you or telling something, whoever, that they shouldn't. You can't convince me that a sad story that, you know, you want to be, you want somebody to go to the grave with some shit you did to them. Why the hell do I gotta go to the grave with it? I want that at my funeral. Okay? Okay? Put it in my obituary. Let the people know. Okay? Don't be at my funeral acting like you like me. Save yourself the black dress. And more importantly, don't wear black at my funeral. I don't wear a lot of black. So don't be at my funeral in black. But anyway, let me just get off the subject. But yeah, the point of the matter that I'm making with the whole Shannon Sharpe, listen, you can do whatever you want in life. You can do whatever you want. And people can tell the story however and whenever they want. Accept it and move on. Decide what you're going to do with it. Forward thinking means that you you're gonna do some shit, you probably need to be coming up with some justifications for it right after you do it or before you do it. If not, the consequences are what they are. It just is what it is, y'all. Like, I can't be convinced. People get on my nerves with that bullshit. That's just not right. No, it's not wrong either. You know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. It makes it even. Okay? Mathematically speaking. Okay? The way the math works, I don't give a damn if 2 wrongs make a right. If I want revenge, I'm getting it. Okay? I'll take it up with the Lord. We get the pearly gates like, God, you know what it is. You know how I do. You know? I ain't got to explain myself to the Lord in that way. He know me. They say, look, the Lord knows my heart. You damn right he know it. He ain't going to need me to come up with all these excuses. I'm trifling. And that's why I did it. And that's what you need to be willing to admit. You did it because you're trifling. And now you're mad because you're caught. Now you're mad because there's a price to pay to be trifling. There will always be a price to pay to be trifling. You got to decide if you can pay the $5. Oh, shoot. VIP parking in the front, baby. Excuse me. As y'all know, I got my handicap joint right here. Don't hate. Okay, you better ride with me. Cause I'm parking in the front, baby. Every time, okay? I be jumping out the whip at Walmart. No limp. Excuse me, I need the handicap parking. I went to Disney and they had, they trying to direct where you go. They pointed me towards this way. I said, oh, look at the Lord, always on my side. I just backed in like a getaway driver. I'm here. Oh, look, 8:04. Okay, let me go ahead and get in before they think I'm late every day. Even though they know I'm not going to be sitting like that there, knowing that ain't true. Anyway, peeps, have a good day. Some of the stuff I wanted to talk about I didn't get to, but we'll get to it tomorrow. Have a good day regardless, y'all. Okay? Don't let nobody get on your nerves too bad. And if they do, cuss their ass out. And if you can't, pull them to the side and do it. And if you can't do that, don't speak to them for the rest of the day so they can feel that energy. They can know. Don't say shit else to me. Not for the rest of the day, at least. All right, peeps. We going to work. Have a good morning, Yvette. Yes. Y'all have a good day regardless. I'll do the same. All right, peeps.